Hey guys, Loadout Spartan here. This is my first video with commentary, so please bear with me if it isn't exactly the greatest. Today we are going to be going over some tips and tactics that you can use on Operation Metro. In this video I am running the Assault class with the L8 5A2 assault rifle with the holographic sight, 2x magnification, muzzle brake, and stubby grip. And for my gadgets I have the medic bag and defibrillator. Now before we start talking about the tactics, let's start talking about this loadout. The L8 5A2 is a great weapon to use at close or medium range with a 750 round per minute rate of fire. It deals a maximum damage of 25 in close quarters and drops off to a minimum of 18 at further range. This means it will take 4 to 6 shots to kill an enemy with full health depending on the range and if they have the defensive perk on or not. I prefer the Coyote optic, but I didn't have it unlocked at the time, so I decided to go with the holographic sight. The holographic sight doesn't have too much zoom, and it also doesn't block up too much of the screen. I decided to go to 2x magnification because I tend to avoid the laser sight on maps like Operation Metro and Operation Locker, which I'll explain here in a minute. This gun only has a 1.5 times first shot multiplier, so I decided to go with the stubby grip for increased accuracy and the muzzle brake for reduced recoil. The medic bag and defibrillators I almost always choose because it can help your team a great extent and can potentially mean a win or loss. Now let's get to the tactics you can employ on Operation Metro. I will start with why I chose the 2x magnification. On maps like Operation Metro, all the smoke from explosions and smoke grenade spam can make it hard to see your enemies, unless they have a laser or light. Both of those will go through the smoke, making your enemy's location visible. I have gotten multiple kills from shooting at the green or red dots when everyone's laser sticking out of the smoke. Stick to something like the 2x magnification to avoid being spotted through the smoke and potentially keep you alive. And speaking of smoke, smoke does not mean that you can't tag the enemies. You can still tag the enemies, shoot in the general direction, and you might even get a kill. Second, I like to call it peek, shoot, recover. Peek around a corner, shoot and kill an enemy or two, and then get back in cover before they can get a shot off of you. When you peek, peek with a purpose. Know exactly where you're going to peek, why you're going to peek there, and stick to it. If you don't, you won't be able to decide which way to look and which person to shoot. This will usually end up with you dead and no kills. Peek, kill one or two, and get back in cover, then heal, reload, and repeat. Doing this takes practice to get it right. If your shot is off, get back in cover and try it again. Don't stay out long enough for them to get a shot off of you. Third, I don't really tend to use grenades to actually get kills, but I tend to use them to push them back. Throw a grenade or two in front of them and they will retreat back. Use those few seconds for you to push slightly forward to the next cover, or use this defensively. If you see the enemy starting to push up the metal escalators, lob a couple nades down and they will retreat back to avoid getting killed. Now this next tip is the most important in my opinion. Teamwork, guys. Revive, revive, revive. I don't know why, but it seems like hardly anyone revives anymore. The benefit of reviving can be tremendous. When you revive someone, it keeps them on the front lines, therefore keeping the pressure on the enemy team. If the enemy team wipes your squad, that's 5 less people they have to deal with for a short period of time, therefore increasing their chances to push through. If the enemy pushes through and caps speed, it's not going to be an easy task getting it back. Revive and heal your teammates, guys. Not only does it benefit your team, but it also gives you tons of XP. Everyone will be all clumped together and you can get hundreds of XP within a few seconds of throwing down a medic bag. So remember, try and avoid lasers and flashlights, peek, shoot, recover, use grenades to push the enemy back, and use teamwork and revive. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts or ideas for my channel, please leave a comment below. Loadout Spartan out.